have our products. So we need to sell our product, yes or no?
Yes.
So to sell our product, what do we need? We need to understand how the market works. So how are you going to be able to understand how the market works? You need to make research. You need to gather information. You need to analyze information. You need to understand the nature of that market. Not even only your customers. You need to understand how your competitors work too, so that you can beat them. Because if you are unable to beat them, you can't get their customers. So what do we have to do as a business? We need to do what? Market research. I think the point is clear. So what is market research? Market research involves gathering, presenting, and analyzing information. So when you are marketing, when you have to do a market research, it means you have to gather information. You have to collate information. You have to collect information. As soon as you have this information, what do you do with this information? You present them. You present them to those experts who can analyze them. So, these are the information that I've gathered. Now that I've gathered this information, how can this information be helpful? So you give it to those who are going to be able to analyze them. Then they will come out with their own expertise advice. So that is all what market research is. Do we get the point, please? Yes. Great. So they said, market research involves gathering, presenting, and analyzing information about the marketing and consumption of goods and services. So marketing and consumption. What is consumption? That's what we take in, right? But it does not only end in consumption. It's about the marketing of goods and services. So if we are going to sell to customers, sometimes we are business that wants to sell to other businesses. So we are suppliers. We are suppliers that's business to business. I think we understand B2B, right? So if we are B2B, we need to understand our customers too. We need to understand their nature, the business they do. How often do they pay? We need to know all these things. We can't get to know them without going through market research. So we move further. They said, business spend money on market research because it helps to reduce the risk of failure. So we don't want to fail as businesses. And the only way out is to do a market research. So we're going to spend so much on market research. But in the short run, it could be a cost. But in the long run, it becomes what? An asset for us. So it's going to be beneficial in the long run if we don't want to fail. So the risk of failure is there. But if you are able to understand, anticipate, get information about that market, the risk becomes minimal. Failure could happen, but the failure could be minimal if you put things in place. So, let's say products that are well researched are more likely to be successful. Market research research data can be used in the following specific purpose. Before going into the purposes of market research, when we are able to make our research and we are able to get information, we are able to gather the information, we are able to successfully analyze them, then there's possibility that our product sells in the market. So market research is basically how to succeed in selling your products to your customers. Do we get it?
Yes.
Do you get the bottom line? The bottom line about market research is to successfully sell your product to your customers. Clear, guys? So please write. Please look at what I wrote about market research. I said market research is the gathering, presenting and analyzing the marketing and consumption of goods and services for the purpose of reducing the risk that might arise in the sale of our products. I think that is clear.